So here we are in London with Martin and Rawll from Soen. Now, beginning of February is a really important date because on the 1st of February, new album Lotus is released on Silver Lining. So, first of all, 4th album, and I know this is the first one that's been produced by an external producer, David Castillo. So how is that different from the previous 3?
I mean, the difference is that we're control freaks, so we want to produce it ourselves to keep track on every detail, you know. But I think along the way we have known David Castillo, you know, and got to know him as a producer. And to this album, we felt that, you know, we could let go, give him a bit of control.
Yeah, and kind of just. All the albums we made, all the previous albums, we've never been completely satisfied. So we just needed to try something else. And it just happened that he's, you know, we recorded drums there before with him, and he knows this style and kind of had an idea of how we should sound. So we had a couple of meetings and told him our vision behind Lotus, and he agreed, so we just went for it, and then it's the first time that we're actually really satisfied after an album, which is really nice.
So the band's been together in different forms since you came together in early 2000s and announced it 2010. Do you feel with this album you kind of realised the initial vision you had?
Yes. I mean, I like all of the albums, but on this one, sound-wise, I mean, production-wise, the songs and visually, everything is just the way we want it.
Yeah, I'm listening to the album. There's a real attention to detail, both in the performances, production, but also in the artwork as well. It's very striking artwork with the pyramid, and you reveal the kind of the girl within. I mean, to me, it's like, is it unlocking your releasing innocence, or is there any sort of message you feel that you were trying to convey with that?
There's definitely a message there, and the whole cover has been, it's really, you know, spiritually charged. We worked very long with the artist and just trying to explain what we wanted to express on the cover, and she kind of took all our words and turned them into symbols and came up with that pyramid, and it looks beautiful. So
and there's also that central sixth sense of higher consciousness that kind of comes across as well. I mean, I know the lyrical themes within the album is all about sort of you know, self-awareness and self-discovery. Was that quite deliberate?
Yes, we always have this. I think this. We really tried to have some value in our lyrics, or just to say something and be honest and real.
Yeah, it might not always be so. It can be as simple as, you know, that you have to know yourself and stand up for yourself, you know, and you know, stand up for your self-value, basically, you know. That's a theme that comes back in many songs, you know, that no matter who you are, you know, if you stand up for yourself, you feel, you know, better in the end. Maybe not, you know, even if you don't reach success or, you know, fame or fortune, you think you're going to be happy.
It kind of, it's just, you know, when you do all of this, this kind of music, really, it's quite emotional and honest. It feels that you need to talk about something. You know, it doesn't fit if you're going to be telling, you know, love stories that never happen. It's or talking about dragons and princesses. It's just not for us. And so we really work hard on trying to say something, because as a musician, I think that kind of obligated to to address all the issues that you see around you.
And although some of the themes of the songs themselves are quite serious, the music just has that spacious, uplifting quality to it, which I think that continues on from the previous albums as well.
I mean, even though the subject may be dark and melancholic sometimes, I think there's always like an uplifting theme, like rise up and do something about it, rather than just wallowing in despair. So there is definitely always a sort of like a positive message underneath.
Yeah, there's energy there that you may, that may help you.
If you feel frustrated with society or what goes on around you, do something about it. Don't just whine about it. Just you can always do something.
I think one of the things that works really well with your music is the fact that it's very much a rhythm-based sound, with Martin's drums and the bass as well. So yeah, it has that propulsive feeling to it. So I think the drum sound that you've got with David really has really elevated this compared to the other albums, I think.
Yeah, we always had that idea that the band should be bass and drums driven. And it seems that we cannot get any guitar player to stay more than 2 years, so we chose wisely. It's we really like music with groove, and the beat is really important. The energy is there. So and Stefan is also a great bass player, so it's a good fit.
So how does Cody feel about all of this? Because Cody's your new guitar player.
Yeah.
How did he get chosen for the band? What qualities does he have? And what do you think he contributed to the album?
We found him on Instagram, because it seems like all guitar players are there showing their chops. And just tried out a few people, and I asked them to play to one of our songs, and the work that he did was exactly what we were hoping for to find. And after that, it needs to be someone who fits the band on a personal level, because it's you're gonna sit with that guy on a bus for a month and all that. And I think he contributed musically and also to the atmosphere of the band, because he's a really nice guy to be around and fantastic guitar player. So we're really happy we want to keep him.
Well, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. If we look at the album itself, it's got the very arresting song, just single word song titles all the way through. So you end up with Lunacy, which is interesting, but you start with quite an aggressive track, Opponent. So is there a definite flow from the beginning to the end that you thought long and hard about?
A little, yes. I try to have some kind of balance, both musically, lyrically, and throughout the album. And normally, a heavier song will have a more dramatic lyric, while a mellow song may have a lyric that makes you think some more. So when you place those tracks to find balance, automatically you find the story.
And for someone that's not familiar with Soen's music, how would you describe it to, let's say, a metal or a hard rock fan?
The easiest way to describe it is that it has a lot of dynamics in it, which is, because that's what is sort of like what I feel. After 4 albums, I would say that we have a tension and release dynamic, music that is very like special for Soen, and I think that's always gonna be with our music. It's all, you know, it's always gonna stay there because we like that kind of thing.
And I would say that, I don't know, we always consider ourselves a metal band. Some people call us prog, and I hope they call us prog in the way that we're open-minded, not in the way that we want to be really technical and amaze you with our abilities. But we're a metal band, and it seems like lately nobody wants to be metal anymore. It's really separated. It's either you play heavy metal or you call your music, now we're rock or we're this and that. I don't know, we're proud to be metalheads, and we try to bring something new, and it doesn't mean that you cannot have mellow parts or have intricate parts or be experimental with your music, but the full foundation of it is being metal, because that's what we want to play live. We want to go on stage and be heavy and aggressive and let all the shit that we have inside, just let it out.
What's great about the metal scene is I've seen over the last few years that there's been a real evolution to more intelligent sound from a lot of metal bands, particularly the ones from based out of Scandinavia, bands like Lepros and Vola. They have one, it's not all technically driven like you said.
There's something happening, but most of those bands, and I don't want to say just those bands because I don't know, but I know that nobody wants to be metal anymore. It's like it's not okay to be metal because they don't want to be confused with older metal and whatever. And for us, we're metal and we don't want to be confused with Dream Theater and those bands. And I like Dream Theater, but I also like Judas Priest. But I feel like that's how I grew up, and I'm okay. And it's time for metal to change. It's 2019, and it's we don't use leather anymore, and there's a lot of things that have changed, but it's still the same core. It's metal, and it's okay.
And talking about change, you've got a video for Martyrs, which has gained a lot of attention. Rather than me describing it, why don't you tell us how that video came together, what your intention was around that? Because it's attention grabbing for sure.
Well, it's simply, it's 5 drag artists that are, having a fun night out in Uruguay.
Montevideo, Uruguay, actually.
And that's, they're proud of what they do. They're proud of themselves, and they stand for what they do. And they're tough guys, They stand up for, because it's probably not, easy always to be a drag artist in such an environment. And I think that's sort of a little bit, that's what metal is about, You stand up for yourself and stand up for being different. And I love it.
It needed to be done. When we came up with the idea, we felt automatically it would be outrageous for the metal scene today. It's 2019, and it's just the whole thought about everyone being okay with violence on TV and movies about rape and murder and everything, and people just eating a pizza and watching that, not even moving it, and everyone is numb, including myself. But to have 5 guys dressing as women having fun, that's when they freak out. It's just something that needs to be addressed. That we have gone so far, and we walking the wrong path that we can watch anything when it comes to violence, and we're okay with it, but we react when we see 5 guys dressing as women playing metal. It's just, I don't know, something that really needs to change, and we felt that it's a good first step for us, because it's also like that for ourselves. So we kind of just wanted to start changing it.
And with the album coming out on the 1st of February, you have European tour that kicks off in Oslo on the 12th of March and runs through to the beginning of April in Milan, and stopping at the UK, very important for us, on the 25th of March. So what can we expect from when you hit the stage?
Yeah, well, the difference is that we're coming out with a new album, of course, like the new songs, and I mean we're going to be really excited to play the new stuff to our audience. I mean, and it's just going to be better than it has been before. You know, like one step.
And it's always the same. It's ourselves, 5 guys playing their music and without any backtracks, without any help from anything, just honest metal, and hope to just to connect there with the people. That's what we love to do. We rehearse as much as we can and try to have a lot of energy on stage when it's called for. And normally, I think our shows are really emotional. I mean, when you see people really get into the music and they have a great time.
I think what's special is, I mean, coming back to earlier question that you had, that we have fantastic musicians in the band. I would say all of them are, I'm a big fan of them. But the band has always been bigger than the musicians, So it's about a collective thing for us, rather than us showing off our skills on stage, trying to impress someone. That's a little bit what maybe differentiates us from other progressive bands. That is sort of like going a bit too far, maybe, on the showing off, trying to just be technical scale. I don't think we're a bit too old for that.
Yes, definitely. You cannot play a role anymore. You just want to be yourself. And for the ones that appreciate that, they're welcome to the show. Otherwise, there's plenty of other bands to look out for.
Guys, we really look forward to seeing you on stage. The good news is that people have got 4-6 weeks once the album's out on the 1st of Feb to get familiar with the material and to hear it at that new level of consciousness when you play live in London on 25th. And again, the album's out, Silver Lining Music, and we really look forward to that.
Thank you.
John, Martin, thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.